Hey everybody, welcome back to the Working Man's Whiskey. I'm Bobby. Today's review, guys, is going to be this one here, Barrel Hitch. And Barrel Hitch is a whiskey out of Portland, Oregon. And I found this, I'd never even heard of this stuff before, guys, but I went to Fort Bragg here in California, not North Carolina, of course, but Fort Bragg here in California with my wife and kids almost a couple weeks ago now. And Fort Bragg, being by Mendocino, is known mainly for beer and wine. You guys know where North Coast Brewing Company is. That's in Fort Bragg, and we went there. But when I went to the store, guys, they had a great beer selection, craft beers for anybody who likes craft beer. But saw this whiskey there, and I went the whiskey route, guys. You know me, had to go the whiskey route. When I see something I've never seen before, definitely got to try it out. And this one here, as I said, is from Portland, Oregon. This bottle here is $21.99, and couldn't pass it up, guys. Says it just says American whiskey. They give you the batch number, the bottle number, and all that handwritten. It's pretty cool. 80 proof, 40% ABV. Kind of a cool label there. You guys can see that. And read you the back of this bottle. This is a fairly new whiskey. They've only been putting whiskey out, I believe, since 2015 at East Side Distilling in Portland, Oregon. So 2015, and just read you what it says on the back here. It says, Barrel Hitch American Whiskey's core comes from some of the most prestigious distilleries in the United States of America. Master distiller and blender, Melissa, I'm not sure if the last name is Haim or Heim, Heim, carefully selects the best cask available. She then blends and tastes each drop of our whiskey until the final product is nothing less than exceptional. The resulting whiskey maintains the strong foundation of America's finest, further refined by Melissa's artful touch. We hope you enjoy our whiskey with the same passion we have when preparing it. And that's from Carrie Earls, who is the CBO at Eastside Distilling, Chief Branding Officer. So, yeah, that's it, guys. Don't have a whole lot of info on this one. No age statement on this. But I will tell you that I have tried this out previous to now when I first bought it. And I can tell you it's probably a pretty young whiskey, but that's okay. I mean, that doesn't always mean everything. So take a look at this, and it's really light, guys. Really light in color. I mean, it's not even a gold. It's a pretty light yellow. I mean, it's only a couple shades. I'd give it a couple shades above being clear, guys. I mean, that's pretty transparent there. And on the nose, guys, it's got a nice nose. It's got a nice fresh nose. Not a whole lot of. I wouldn't say it has a whole lot of oak there on the nose. A lot of like lemon and like lemongrass. Got an earthy note to it, definitely. It's got a little bit of a sweetness to it, maybe a little touch of vanilla. But you get a lot of, lighter, as I said, earthy type notes to it. A lot of citrus, though. A lot of that lemongrass, some honey in there. A little bit of a floral thing going on. Let's take a taste, guys. And on the palate, a lot of those same things. Lemongrass. There is a little bit more oak on the on the palate than there is on the nose there. Um, Also, a good bit of spice, guys. I'm not sure. As I said, I don't really know as far as what the mash bill is on this one, but you can tell it has some good spice to it. You know, touch of rye in there, um, but very earthy. Back to the earthy type notes. A lot of floral, a lot of honey, uh, lemony, and a touch of vanilla. Let's take another sip. Hmm. I'm getting something in there. Can't quite put my finger on it. Something. It's weird, guys. It's like not in a bad way, but almost a little burnt sugary marshmallow type note to it. I want to say it's kind of a weird thing to say, but it kind of, in a way, a lot of people don't like them. That's okay. But it kind of reminds me of Peeps. You know the Easter little marshmallow sugary bunny things. Kind of reminds me of those a little bit. But yeah, just a lot of light, very light, earthy flavors to this one. I really do like this. Not sure what cocktails this would go well in. Um, I mean, I just, I just sip it on its own. Uh, it's different. It's unique. Um, you don't. This doesn't taste like your typical whiskey, and I will tell you, it does. Again, it tastes fairly young, and there's nothing wrong with this. Nothing wrong at all. But I wonder what this would taste like. Part of me is kind of wondering what this would have tasted like if they left it in the barrel a little bit longer. But I do enjoy this. This is a good whiskey, a change of pace whiskey for sure. Um, I'm sipping on this right now, and at some point I'll probably be sipping a little bit on my Four Roses single barrel. And those two whiskeys couldn't be more different. I'll tell you that right now. So this is definitely a good change of pace whiskey. For a rating, guys, again, I think this is very good. Uh, Very different style, though, for sure. I would give this an 82 out of 100. 82 is a good score. Again, I wonder what it would taste like if they left it aging just for a little bit longer. But I do enjoy it the way it is as well. And I do recommend you try it out. If you can find this anywhere, guys, try it out. I just like to review every once in a while, guys. It's fun to review something that's you don't see commercials or billboards for all over the place, and just to know that as great as Kentucky and Tennessee whiskeys are, guys, and all kinds of whiskey, Scotch or Irish or whatever. There are other places, including California. We have some pretty darn good whiskey here, guys. They make some very good whiskey about 5 minutes from my house at the Sonoma County Distilling Company. But they're doing good things in Oregon too. And I highly recommend that everybody out there just open your eyes a little bit more. Maybe try some things out that you didn't really know existed from other places. There's a lot to offer out there. A lot of good whiskeys are being made around the states now, and I'm loving it, guys. As a person that grew up here in Sonoma County, with where wine and craft beer kind of rule the world a little bit. Um, it's nice to see whiskey definitely coming up because whiskey is always going to be my number one. Whiskey number one, probably beer number two, wine number three. Um, uh, rum has its special place in there for me too. So anyway, definitely get out there, expand your horizons, try this barrel hitch here. 21.99, guys. It's definitely well worth the price. And that's it for this one, guys. My next review is going to be coming up before too long. Um, it's funny. It's a whiskey. It's a rye whiskey. One that I've always wanted to try, but could never afford it. But as I've told you guys before, if you can find those little tiny bottles, the I like to call them bite-sized bottles. I highly recommend going that direction. If you ever want to try something out that you can't afford a full-size bottle of or that you just don't want to spend that kind of money on the first time you try it. And this is something, as I said, I've always wanted to try it out. Never been able to afford a big bottle of it, or should say I've never really wanted to spend that kind of money on a bottle of whiskey. So it's usually about $70 around here, $80. So find a little bottle and looking forward to finally trying it out. So we'll do that soon. And that's it for this one, guys. Till next time, cheers.